Hi yogis, welcome back to our mats. Coming into a comfortable seat, maybe sitting on a block or a pillow. Lean back just a little bit, close your eyes. Let your palms come to rest loose on your knees. Take a big full sip of air, breathe in. And then open your mouth, exhale, let go. Coming into the here and the now. In yoga, the practice of here and now, of coming into the here and now, is one of mindfulness, of being present in the current moment. We work to let go of the distractions, the busy, the racing, the swirling, and come into the here and the now, letting go of all of the rest. We use our breath to help. Each time you take a big sip of air in, we collect in the intention of calm, of presence. And then each exhale, let the exhale be longer than the inhale and let that release some tension. In therapy, we use the concept of here and now a little bit differently. We understand that to be that the way you show up in one circumstance is likely how you will show up in a different circumstance. So what we see in the here and the now is also what we can expect to see elsewhere. And so again, this relates to our yoga practice because we practice. If we show up critical and judgmental of ourselves, of others, if we show up unhappy, stressed, if we show up on our mat that way, that's what we'll carry with us off our mat into our life. So we start here on the mat. We start with the practice of compassion, of being gentle, of being enough, exactly as we are, right here, right now. And then we carry that with us. Let's take 5 deep breaths and really try to internalize this intention of compassion, of calm, of kindness, right here, right now. Gather your palms together at your heart. To set a positive vibration for our practice, we'll open to the sound of Om once together. Take a deep breath in. Namaste. The divine in me sees and greets the divine in you. Coming onto your hands and knees, lining up your wrists beneath your shoulders, your knees beneath your hips. As you inhale, curl your toes, drop your belly, lift your heart. Exhale, round your back and curl in. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart. Exhale, coil in. Let's take a few more like that. And then begin to liberate your table. Let your hips come back towards your heels and your shoulders roll forward past your wrists. Let your whole body get soft and fluid. Sending a little movement, a little breath to any tight places. At the end of your next rotation, gently switch directions. I'm going to demonstrate today with some blocks for those of you who are newer to yoga or who just like to have the toys. Slowly return to center. As you inhale, reach your left leg long back behind you. Bend your knee. Draw your knee into your chest and circle it out to the side. Let's take a few hip mandalas here, like a dog at a fire hydrant. Knee comes out to the side, up and back and around. A few slow circles one way. Keep both arms straight. And then let's change directions. Strong through your core and strong through your arms. Press into the tips of your fingers. Take one more. And then stretch your leg long back behind you. Curl your toes. Press your heel to the wall behind you and get a nice calf stretch. Keep that shape and spin the right shin back. Kickstand your leg. Sweep the top arm over your head. Let's draw a few circles. Rotate your chest down to change the stretch and then open your heart. A few slow circles. Nice big breaths. The end of your next rotation, let's hold the stretch. Sweeping your arm over your head, roll your heart open to the sky, and take a few big breaths. Good, slowly circle back, return to your table pose. Curl your toes, slide back, come high up onto your knees. Roll your shoulders back, place your palms to your lower back. And use your palms to lift up your low back as you arch back. Squeeze your elbows and shoulders together, lift your heart. If that becomes too much, just fold into child's pose at any time. If you're staying with me, let's hold another 5 breaths. If you have a deeper expression that you're ready for already, you're welcome to go ahead in. Good. Gently release. Bring your forehead to the earth. Uncurl your toes. Hands by your heels. Relax. Maybe sway your hips a little side to side. Let that go. Very normal to feel emotional, nauseous, agitated, frustrated. You're just releasing some toxins. Clearing space for fresh air and energy. Take 3 more breaths. And let's return to our table pose. Stretch out the right leg. Bend the knee. Draw it up into your chest and let's start those hip circles on the other side. Slow, gentle movements to lubricate the hip joint. Breathing in and breathing out. At the end of your next rotation, let's change directions. Keeping both arms straight. Your fingertips will take a lot of weight. So really claw the mat. Dig into the mat with the pads of your fingers. And notice how that takes some of the tension off your wrist. Let's take 1 more circle. And then stretch your leg long back behind you. Curl your toes, press into the mat, press your heel to the wall behind you and say, ah. What a nice calf stretch. Kickstand the left leg back, set your right foot flat to the mat. Circle the top arm over your ear, open it away and circle around. A few slow sweeps. The next time your arm sweeps over your head, let's hold it there. Roll open your heart. Take a few full breaths. And And slowly circle back down, find our table pose. Inhale, curl your toes, drop your belly, lift your heart. Exhale, coil in and slide back. Come back to Ustrasana. This time, if you feel ready, you can have your hands to your heels. Lift your hips and heart. Otherwise, stay with your hands to your low back. If you want to go deeper, still uncurl your toes. Keep your head a little bit tucked, like you're holding a grapefruit with your chin. Only if your neck feels very comfortable do you let it all the way go. Otherwise, keep a little neck control. And again, at any point, you can come into child's pose. Take 2 more breaths. If you've dropped your head all the way back, you gently start by tucking in the chin. And then let's meet in a wide leg child's pose this time. Lengthen your arms out in front of you. Press your hips back, give it a little sway and a wiggle. Forehead to the earth, and then maybe rock your head side to side, massaging your forehead. Then let's walk all the way over to the left. Take your chest with you, lift it, twist, rotate, set your chest down over your thigh. Right arm crosses over top your left. Come back through center, walk it all the way around the other way. Lift, rotate, twist, set it down. Forehead to the earth, take 1 breath. And we return. Curl your toes, downward facing dog. As you arrive, pedal out your legs. Bend your knees, walk forward, find a ragdoll. Hang heavy as you sway side to side. Give everything a little shake and a wiggle, your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders. Even your head, a little yes, yes, no, no. Hang a little heavier. Take another moment. Then bend your knees and slower than you want to, roll all the way up to the top of the mat. As you arrive, roll out your shoulders a few times one way and a few times the other way. Palms together at your heart, a little smile on your face. Inhale, sweep your arms high up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, send the right leg back and drop your knee to the mat. This is the first place you might want your blocks. Slide the right leg long back behind you. We're gonna stay here. You can walk the blocks back. You can bring your hands to your knee or up over your head. Keep pressing down with the lower body, keep lifting up with the upper body, and let's take 5 more breaths. Good, slowly touch your heart. If your hands are on blocks, keep using them as we slide back to Ardha Hanumanasana. Option is to keep the blocks or your hands nice and close to your body or stretch them out in front of you. Work the left hip back. Lift your butt. Lift your butt like you imagine your pelvis was a bowl of water and you want that bowl to spill out the water. Breathe deeply. Let's take 5 more breaths. Good, on your next inhale, look forward, bend the front knee, curl the back toes, lift the back leg. Say hello to your hip flexor on the right leg, right up high at the top of your hip. Big breath in, step forward, breathe out. Inhale, rise to the sky, reach up, maybe arch back. Hands to your heart, exhale. Inhale, arms reach high, arch back. Fold, exhale. halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, send the left leg back and drop your knee to the mat. Slide the leg further back. Stay here or use your blocks. Lift your heart, whichever expression you're in. Heart is lifting. Breathing in, breathing out. 5 more breaths. Maybe rinse your shoulders. Good. As you return, touch your heart. Frame your front leg. Use your blocks if you did on the other side. Press back, Ardha Hanumanasana. Tilt your pelvis, flex your toes. For a deeper stretch, walk your arms forward, otherwise let them tuck in nice and close. Big full breaths. On your next inhale, bend into the front knee, curl your back toes, lift the back knee. Maybe rock a little forward, a little back. Feel the hip flexor saying hello. Look forward, prepare, big breath in. Step forward, exhale. Inhale, rise. Hands to your heart, exhale. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right leg back. You can use your blocks again. Keep the back knee lifted this time. Big breath in, lift your heart. As you exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, press back. Let's take 3 more like that. Inhale, bend the knee. Keep the right palm to the earth, lift the left arm up, open and twist. Let's take circles again. Sweep the arm around. Open up your heart. 2 more. This time, sweep it up, open up your heart, hold here. Keep your thighs zipped in towards each other and open up your heart. Stay another moment. And circle down, face forward. Big breath in, step back, plank pose. Lower all the way to the earth. Inhale, Bhujangasana, roll up cobra. Slide back onto your knees, come high up. Let's just take 3 breaths. Ustrasana, hands to your low back or to your heels. Gently release, down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, walk or hop forward, look halfway lengthen. Fold, exhale. Inhale, rise. Fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, send the left leg back. Again, you can use your blocks. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, bend the knee. Lift your heart. Exhale, fold. 3 more. Inhale, bend the knee. Plant the left palm down and sweep the right arm up. Open your heart and circle around. 3 slow, big circles. On your next circle, hold it open. Roll open your heart. Zip your thighs in towards each other. Stay another couple of breaths. Complete the circle, face forward. Inhale, lift your heart. Step back, exhale. Lower all the way to the earth. This time, send your arms back behind you. Inhale, lift your arms and your legs. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift everything up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift it all up, hold. Lift your thighs a little higher. Lift your heart a little higher. And keep that little rocking motion for 3, for 2. Take one more breath. Lift, 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 lift. And release. Press back through child's pose to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Walk or hop forward. Look halfway lengthen. Fold, exhale. Inhale, rise. Hands to your heart, exhale. Inhale, arms up. Fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, palms down. Walk or hop back. Lower all the way to the mat or lower to hover. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Lift your right leg up. Inhale. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Take a few breaths here, roll around your ankle a few times. If it's too much, you can always drop the left knee to the mat. Change directions of your ankle. Square off your hip. Big breath in. Step all the way through, breathe in. You can use your hand to help carry your foot forward. It doesn't come on its own. Rise up, high lunge, big breath in. Open warrior 2, breathe out. Sink deeply, let's just take a moment here. Breathing in, breathing out. Line up the knee over your ankle. You should be able to see your big toe. If you can't, try to open your knee back behind you a little. And then drop a little deeper. And exalt your warrior. Reach up, stretch way back. Bend the front knee a little more. And then let's come to side angle. Elbow to your knee. Circle the top arm over your head. Roll open your heart. Let's take a few breaths. Look down. Return through warrior 2. If your thigh is burning, you're doing it right. Straighten your legs. Turn your toes in. Bring your palms down, either onto your blocks or to the floor. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. A few more like that. Inhale, lift. Fold, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift. As you exhale, bend a little into the right knee. Come through center and bend a little to the left. And just find a gentle sway from side to side. Good. Come back through center. Turn all your toes to face the back of your mat. Rise up, high lunge. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, open warrior 2. Face the back now. I'm into turning my palms up these days. I like the uplift. The openness. Whichever version you're doing, be right here, right now, in the here and the now. Stay another moment. Breathe a little deeper, and then exalt your warrior. Lift up, reach back, but keep bending into the front knee. And side angle, elbow to your knee. Sweep the top arm over your ear. Look down. Warrior 2. Breathe in. Straighten both legs, breathe out. Palms down to the earth or to your blocks. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, and stay. If you have tripod or headstand in your practice, now would be a great time to do it. If you're quite tight, take a bigger step. If your head is close to the ground, take a smaller step. Take 3 more breaths. And then return, halfway lift, inhale. Take your feet a little wider if they're not already there. Let's come a little deeper into our Skandasana. Sweep your left hand to your right foot. And just maybe start to liberate the arms. Take the lunge a little deeper as you shift side to side. Let's take 1 more each side. And then rise back up, turn warrior 2, palms down, step back, lower all the way to the earth. Hands back behind you, lift your arms and your legs. Now if you want to go deeper, bend your knees. See if you can find your feet or your ankles. Walk your knees closer together again, and lift everything up for bow pose, Dhanurasana. Lift your heart, lift your thighs, any amount. Come up a little higher, take 1 more big breath in, lift, 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 and exhale, release. Press back, take child's pose to downward facing dog. Left leg up, inhale. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Roll around your ankle a few times one way and a few times the other way. We do the whole thing again, but 1 movement, 1 breath. Square off your hips, big breath in. As you breathe out, step the left foot all the way through. Use your hand if it doesn't come all the way on its own. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, exalt. Exhale, side angle, maybe liberate the arms. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, Skandasana. Touch the floor or go less and stay higher. We'll do that a couple more times. 3 to each side. Good. Bend the back knee, rise up, high lunge. Breathe in. Open warrior 2, breathe out. Exalt, maybe liberate the arms. Inhale, center. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, Skandasana. Good. Return, warrior 2. Big breath in. Palms down, step back, vinyasa. Lower to the earth or to hover. Up dog. Child's pose. Let's all meet in a child's pose. Bring your knees to touch, your hands to your heels, your forehead to the earth. Pause and breathe. Take a few deep breaths here. Let everything settle. Slowly, let's meet back in a downward dog. Lift your right leg up, inhale. As you exhale, bring your right knee to your right wrist. And then work your right knee all the way towards the right side of your mat. Slide the left leg back. Maybe sit up onto a block here to help straighten out your hip bones. Imagine your hip bones are headlights. You don't want them off to the side. So come up higher. As your hips open, you can start to walk the front shin forward. Let's start lifting our heart. Now we've been doing some back bending today. So let's stay here for a moment. Stay right here like this. Totally perfect. If you have tension in your knee, try to work it even more to the right. Now, if you want to go higher, if you want to play, bend the back knee, find your foot or your ankle. Stay here. Or start to hook your elbow. Lift the top arm. See if you can bring your fingertips to meet. And breathe. Don't force. Don't strain. Any expression of the pose is still the pose. It's all the pose. Take 3 more breaths wherever you are. Little exhales with sound is also a nice way to release tension. Or a little horse flutter. Let's all return and take it into our sleeping pigeon now. I find to do the back bend, I need to tuck my foot in closer to my body. And then as I come into sleeping pigeon, I can walk it away from me a little bit. Those of you with tighter hips, you can also take 2 90-degree angles and bring the back leg up into the same shape and fold forward, making it less intense. Settle here, take a long few breaths. As your forehead touches the earth, connect with your intention. Fully present, right here, right now. What you practice here is what you have with you to carry off your mat and into your life. Let's take about 5 or 8 more breaths. Slowly rise. If you're sitting on something, move it away. Lean to the right and bring your left leg over top. You could straighten out the right leg. If you can keep both sits bones down on the earth, you can fold in the bottom leg. Lift your right arm up, breathe in. As you exhale, twist. So you do you. If you have a bind in your practice, go ahead, take that. Gently release. Take a counter twist. And slowly return. You can take a vinyasa. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step the knee to the mat behind your left wrist. And bring that knee all the way to the edge of the mat. That will help protect your knee. If your hips are facing off to the side, come up higher, sit on something, and let your hip bones shine forward. Stay here, rolling your heart open and your shoulders back. Stay for a few breaths with the heart opening. If you're coming into the bind, start by reaching back for your foot or your ankle. Try not to let the leg fling out to the side. Work it in line with your body. Maybe hook the elbow, give it a wave, or maybe lift up to bind. Stay in any expression of the pose. And let it go. Let's come into our sleeping pigeon. Adjust it. To make it deeper, walk the shin forward. To make it less intense, bring the back leg forward for your two 90-degree angles. Whatever feels good for you, fold over your leg. Rest your forehead to the earth. Come into the here and the now. Let's take 5 more breaths. Slowly rise. If you're sitting on something, move it away. Lean to the left. Cross your right foot all the way over, all 5 toes on the floor, knee up to the sky. Option to extend the bottom leg. Unless you can keep both sit bones on the ground, then feel free to bend it in. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, twist. Take the bind. If you did that on the one side, go ahead, do the same on the other. Breathing in, breathing out. Gently return. Take a little counter twist. And release. Give your legs a little shake and a wiggle. And slowly come to lay all the way down onto your backs. Roll it down nice and slow. As you arrive, take up a lot of space on your mat. Let your feet find the outer edges of the mat and flop open to the side. Give your glutes a little shake and a wiggle, and the same with the back of your chest and shoulders. Take a big breath in, fill up all the effort, all the doing. Open mouth, exhale, let it go, horse's breath. Or any other breaths that feel good for you. Do that as many times as it feels good for you. And then join me in silence for about 10 breaths. Try to stay with me. If you have the time to stay longer, then please do. If you're coming with me, let's take a full body stretch. Reach your arms overhead, slide your legs together and point your toes. Flex your feet. Hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a good squeeze. Take your time as you slowly roll your way up to a comfortable seated position. Your back straight, your eyes closed, palms together at your heart. We pause a moment to give thanks for all that we have, to send some love and healing to all those who need it. Let's seal in our practice with one Om together. Take a deep breath in. Om. pending warm and loving thought, speech, and intention. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I will see you next time on the mat. Bye for now.